What's up, y'all? My name is Prince, and I'm an urban acolyte, so you probably heard it from everywhere else. It appears that there's going to be a time gap of at least a year between the events in The Last Jedi and Star Wars Episode 9. I'm going to keep a level head with this because I said it appears to have been confirmed. We don't have an exact confirmation. Amanda Chidiak, according to her, I predicted that there would be a 1 to 3 year time gap between the events in episodes 8 and 9. I don't remember making that prediction, but if Amanda says I did, then I did. What I do know is that I think at some point in the spring, John Boyega mentioned that he had to grow out his hair. There would be a time gap. Or that episode 9 would take place, there would be a period of time in between the events in episode 8 and 9 based on the fact that he had to grow out his hair. That Finn would look different. That has been confirmed. John Boyega's like rocking kind of the high top fade in the pictures that we've seen that have leaked. The picture of John Boyega or Finn and Poe Dameron with Chewie on in that grassland hilly place or the forest planet possibly where they're going to be. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen. How are we going to get filled in on the events? Is something going to happen to Leia Organa, which would answer the question regarding, the absence of Carrie Fisher. Of course, they're going to find ways to put her into the movie. We've already heard that, and we're just going to have to wait and see how they're going to go about handling Leia's involvement in this film. So all these "how powerful is Luke Skywalker" going to be videos I see popping up from some YouTube channels. If y'all are interested in that, that's fine. But like I said, you're majoring in a minor. If you want to have your fun and discuss that, go do that. Have fun, enjoy those videos, support that channel because I believe in supporting YouTube creators. Whether or not I enjoy watching their content, that doesn't matter, right? I like eating broccoli. Some of y'all don't. Some of y'all eat ass. I don't, right? People do. People like what they like and go do that. Enjoy that, right? We don't all have to like the same things. We don't all have to support the same things. But here on this channel, I want to talk about the things that I think matter, right? What matters is that when we ended The Last Jedi, the resistance, the rebellion starting anew, it was the people who could fit in the Millennium Falcon in Lando's lounge area, right? Who are the allies that Leia was reaching out to, right? Inferno Squadron is still around. Now, I haven't played the update to Battlefront 2. I'm guessing that has to do with Iden's daughter and whatnot. Maybe we get introduced to the new Inferno Squadron, the people who came after Iden and her boo thing, right? So I should probably play the game so I know what's going on with Inferno Squadron, because The Last Jedi novelization actually mentions Inferno Squadron coming to help responding to that beacon call, right? Where's the rest of Black Squadron? Where's Poe's homeboys? Where's Snapping them, right? Just Pava. They're somewhere out there too, right? So we know that there are other parts of the Resistance who were part of the Resistance that we haven't seen in the or we saw in The Force Awakens, didn't see in The Last Jedi, or we didn't see in The Force Awakens or The Last Jedi. Where's all the spies that they have that we're learning about this spy network in Star Wars Resistance? So there are assets out there, and that's what we're learning now with this Resistance cartoon. Where are they? What kind of intel are they providing? And are they out there building up parts of this new rebellion, right? What kind of warfare are they going to be conducting? Is it guerrilla warfare? Is Finn finally awakened? Is he finally going to show us the FN 2187 who was blowing the doors off of every exam, every physical test, everything that the First Order subjected him to during his training, right? Now it's live. Right, that was, what did I say in another video? That was for play, and then this is for real. Now it's time for Finn to step up and actually be the warrior. You're not killing innocent victims, right? He couldn't turn his weapon on innocent people the way the First Order ordered him to. He disobeyed those orders and he had to go. But now he's fighting combatants, right? It's fair game, right? Who is Poe become? Right? So how are these, it's like John Boyega said after The Force Awakens, when people were like, oh, Finn was this, Finn is that. Is this about character development? If you come out and you're, doing flips and showing the Force and doing everything else from day one, then where is that character gonna go? Right? Even Rey has had development, whether you want to see it or not. Her character has developed because who was she when we first saw her? She didn't want to leave Jakku. She was staying there waiting. And I talked about this in the live stream I've been doing, playing Knights of the Old Republic, or Star Wars Old Republic. In The Last Jedi, Rey was not a member of the Resistance, right? She was like, Luke, I'm Rey. Leia sent me. I'm from the Resistance, but I'm not with the Resistance. The Resistance sent me. Leia sent me. I'm coming to get you to lead the Resistance, and I'm going back to Jakku, right? She's still looking for her parents, right? Even when she turns to the dark side, show me my parents. Why does she want to know her parents? Because she's still going back. She's still the little girl in her vision who got abandoned by her parents, right? If you want to focus on, oh, well, she did this. She beat Kylo Ren. She beat Luke. She didn't actually beat Luke. Luke could have used the Force. He yielded. In Tai Chi, right? We say, Chin Man Ching said, to get better at Tai Chi, you have to invest in loss, right? You have to yield. So I remember back in the day, we would be in push hands class, and there was this one guy, and every time he would just like beat me over and over again. He would pull me this way, and push hands practice, it's like stand-up wrestling kind of, right? But it's not, we got past the prearranged sets, because you have the sets where you're doing this is basically all they look like they're doing, and they're touching, but all they're really doing is this, and they're supposed to be doing Peng Lu Ji An, which is, grasp the sparrow's tail, right, is what they're supposed to be doing in that set. But people just end up doing this thing, and they look all graceful, and they're doing this, and they're really not doing crap, right? But we're doing like freestyle push hands, except it's fixed step, which means if your feet move, you lose, right? So he's pulling me and he's unbalancing me, and every time he's unbalancing me, he's like, when he pulls, I'm falling into him, but when I'm falling into him, I'm down like this, so I'm yielding. But what he's not on, he's like, man, I just keep beating you. Man, you're really not good at this move. And it's like, if you're paying attention, every time you pull me and I go down and I'm coming into you, basically I'm using your force to pull me into you so I can punch you in the balls, right? Every time I'm like down and my fist is here, like right, the camera's not, but like I'm like right down here, right? So he's pulling me, so I'm yielding, I'm losing. But who's going to lose in the end? Because, right, he's pulling me, I'm down, so I can punch him in the balls, I can do a double leg takedown, I can shoot in, I'm in perfect position to take him down and ground and pound, punch him in the nuts, do whatever I need to do, and then get up and dust my shoulder off like Luke did, and go on about my business, right? So, when you watch that thing with Rey and Luke and they're sparring, and you notice that like Rey's fighting with a staff and Luke is he's just deflecting everything, right? And then she grabs a lightsaber after Luke disarms her. Luke disarmed her, and then she got the lightsaber, Luke fell, and then look, he caught himself with the Force. He could have just force pushed Rey. Where I'm getting is Rey didn't beat Luke, man. I've been wanting to get that out off my chest for a minute. Rey didn't beat Luke. But even still, we focus on what the things that Rey does. She knows how to do this. She knows how to fly the Falcon. But what about her character? You're looking at the things she does. But what about her character? Who is she? She's still that little girl. No, wait. Quiet, girl. She's still that girl, man. So Rey in The Last Jedi, this is what The Last Jedi was really trying to do. This is where it was trying to take y'all. This is why it's different from every other Star Wars movie. It's basically a character study. The point of what happened on Canto Bight was to separate Finn from everyone else so that he was faced with the choice. Am I going to stay and fight, or am I going to run and flee? And the running and fleeing was really, I'm going to run and Rey is going to come with me, right? But now it's, well, I don't know where Rey is. And then when you read the novelization, Rose is, when Rey comes back, she might be a Jedi. And I know you don't know about Jedi, but they don't have relationships. Your girlfriend might decide that she's going to be a monk and celibate and this and that. And, you know, and then on the other side, Rose likes Finn, so she's trying to get with him. You know, she's trying to raw dog him. And she's like, you thinking you going to finally, you know, spread your wings and fly up in Rey's sweet meat. But that ain't happening. You need to come and get some of this, I was about to say some Vietnamese food, but I think I've like been offensive enough. You need to come and get you a bowl of this pho. I'm sorry, I couldn't resist it. Self-elevation, I know you like that one. You need to come and slurp up some of this pho. But hey man, I'm not making it up, man. Read the novelization, get it on Audible. Hey man, Rose was pushing up on Finn hard. The thirst is real. So Finn's whole thing was he had to be separate. And then Poe was kind of an afterthought, right? Poe was supposed to have been with Finn, but it's like, you know, they would have had the whole buddy cop thing going, so that's why they paired Finn with Rose. But then Poe, as someone who's being thrust into the spotlight, because remember, Poe Dameron was supposed to die in The Force Awakens, right? So if there's anything that somebody can have a legit beef about in The Last Jedi, it could be about Poe's character. Now, unfortunately, what I keep seeing is, well, Poe got emasculated by Holdo and then blah, blah, blah. Maybe that's what he needed to happen. But I don't know, man. So that's kind of really me shooting. I'm obviously flowing from the dome. We got at least a year gap, and there's a whole lot of stuff to explore in the movie. There's a whole lot of stuff that's got to be unpacked, that's got to happen. And my big fear is that, you know, it's like we're wrapping up the saga, and I'm like, don't try to do too much with the movie. Give us the war, the First Order, the Resistance. Everybody's not going to get everything they want out of this movie. You can't. It's not possible. Because if JJ tries to, right, it's already, this is going to connect everything, episodes, all the Skywalker saga, the prequels, the sequels, the original trilogy. Hey, man, I don't know, a year from now, I might be saying, hey, man, he did it. But even still, I still feel like people are going to walk away unsatisfied. And that's why I'd say, hey, man, you wrap up the story of the Skywalkers, but this bigger story, it's gotta unfold other ways. And I'm hoping that when we get closer to The Last Jedi, or right after it comes out or something, that, hey, there's this big announcement. We're going to be doing this. This is going to be on Disney Plus. This comic book, this book. Oh, and here's another whole slate of movies that are coming that are going to deal with these other things, right? This needs to kind of close up the Skywalker saga related to Luke and Leia. I think Ben is going to continue on, and I don't think he's going to be redeemed. Not yet. But anyway, that's all I got to say about this. What do you guys think about this, the 1 year gap between The Last Jedi and Episode 9? What kind of things do you think are going to happen? And that's it. So let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I'll be checking back to see what y'all have to say. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click that subscribe button and take your first steps towards becoming an urban acolyte. Embark on the journey of becoming the hero of your own story and become a force for change in your community. Continue to support the channel. You do that by checking out more videos or coming and hanging out on the live streams. I'm streaming Star Wars Old Republic, and I'll be doing discussions on all of the movies for the holiday week. But anyway, that's all I got for this one. Thanks for watching. Y'all keep on breathing. May the force of others be with you always.